Superheroes may be heroes, but that doesn't mean they don't feel stuff. Sometimes they get jealous. And sometimes they get annoyed. And other times they just want to punch their teammates in the face. So today we're taking a look at some of these super fun relationships with the top 10 greatest superhero rivalries. And at number 10 we have Emma Frost and Jean Grey. This one is partially due to the rivalry over Scott. Personally I don't really get because he's kind of a big suck, but more on that later. These two ended up arguing over who loves Scott more, for the most part. Instead of, hating each other for more valid reasons. Ladies, he's not worth it. And at number 9, Wolverine and the Hulk. These two go way back. Wolverine's first appearance was in The Incredible Hulk, where he assisted the big green guy defeating a Wendigo. The two have been in many a fight, and in one variation the Hulk even ripped Logan in half. And if any of you are familiar with Old Man Logan, the series ended with a confrontation between Logan and Bruce Banner. Got intense. And at number 8 we have Wally West and Kyle Rayner. While Hal Jordan and Barry Allen have been known to be best buddies at times, their successors, Wally West and Kyle Rayner, didn't really feel the same way about each other. Wally saw Kyle as undeserving of his position, and Kyle saw Wally as irresponsible. It's more of a friendly rivalry though, full of snark, but deep down there's still a lot of love. And at 7 is the Hulk and the Thing. Wonder why these two have a rivalry? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that they're so damn similar? The Hulk makes our list again, this time fighting a foe that partially inspired his creation. Stan Lee has stated that he wanted to create a character inspired by Frankenstein's monster, and the Thing's popularity only helped push that idea along. These two have fought often in the comics, but at the end of the day, Stan Lee has vouched for the Hulk, saying he'd win in a battle without any doubt, although he does appreciate the Thing for his quick wit. And at 6 we have Guy Gardner and Batman. Oh, those hot-headed Green Lanterns. Batman didn't care for the Green Lantern Corps, but Guy Gardner didn't help that much. He didn't like Batman's no-nonsense attitude when leading the Legends team. So how did the two settle their differences? Bruce punched him right in the face, knocking him out cold. And to Bats it just kinda seemed like a minor inconvenience. And at 5 we have Cyclops and Wolverine. Scott. You really shouldn't be so stuck up. No wonder Logan isn't your best friend, or your biggest fan, or likes you in general. First off, there's that whole gonna steal your girl rivalry going on between these two over Jean Grey, and it only got worse over the years. Their values differed a lot when it came to the social and political state of mutants. Then there was that whole X-Men Schism story arc where Scott went a little crazy and used young mutants to kill their foes, and Wolverine was not having any of that. The two fought after Scott made some dick remarks about Jean and Logan, and well, went down. And at 4 we have the Flash and Superman. Oh, the age-old question of who is faster. The Man of Steel, faster than a speeding bullet, and the guy whose one power is speed. Damn it DC, just let Flash have it. Luckily in most of the run-ins that these two have had, the Flash has been the victor, including an especially hilarious race where the UN summoned the two of them just for the purpose of seeing who'd win a race. Great use of resources there, guys. In case you want to check it out yourself, that particular race happens in Superman Volume 1, issue 199 in 1967. At 3 we have Green Lantern and Green Arrow. In the 80s, Green Lantern and Green Arrow were paired up in a series together that largely focused on social issues. Written by Dennis O'Neil, the idea was to pit Hal, who at the time was a bit of a crypto-fascist who stood for the establishments of law and order, against Ollie, who was written as more of an outspoken anarchist and was all for counterculture. The two journey across America, witnessing a ton of bad shit, including corruption, racism, pollution, overpopulation, you name it. Green Lantern's even kinda shamed for being a racist at one point. And then there's the whole Speedy is on heroin thing. While it's obvious the two probably wouldn't have a very fair physical fight, they're always butting heads on a social and political level, which always makes for a good read. And at number 2 we have Batman and Superman. Oh, these two. The Infallible Man and the Dark Knight. They've fought a lot, and while they're generally on the same page of do the right thing, Batman tends to have some more sinister tactics than the Man of Steel. And in some variations of the characters, their core values are put to the test against one another, sometimes with them going to extreme lengths, like in The Dark Knight Returns, and Execution 2001, and in World's Finest, a lot of issues in World's Finest, and in Injustice. The list goes on. Finally at number 1 we have Captain America and Iron Man. 2 words, Civil War. While the government and the UN are really to blame for creating the immediate tension between these two, their personal virtues have always been at odds, and what starts off as a debate turns into a full-blown war in the Marvel Universe, with heroes having to pick sides. And if you read the 2006 story arc in the comics or even saw the recent film, you'll know what kind of trouble this rivalry stirs up. They ain't good. So there we have it, friends. Any favorite rivalries of yours that we didn't include on the list? Give us a shout in those comments below and let us know. But for now, I'm Kelly Pally, and this has been Top 10 Nerd. I'll catch you guys in the next one.